career mode. Today we're focusing on motor sales with my man in studio here. It's Claude, so you can stream us live on www.capsradio.co.za, or you can come through on all our social media platforms. That's at Caps Radio SA, or simply send us a WhatsApp voice note if you have any question or comment for our guest in studio. It's 081-278-5685 for those voice notes. So let's just get back into our conversation. So how easier or hard it is for one to get into this industry that you're in?
I think, Tsepo, it's become a little bit more challenging because of the market currently. So guys are hanging on to staff and such. But a lot of dealers are also looking for go-getters, candidates that they can see are driven, that are hungry, and that are innovative in their thinking. So some dealers take on cadets. Toyota, I know, has got a program. VW's got programs like that where you can get in there and you can start a career. They do training for you. I think the way the market is right now, a lot of the manufacturers don't really want to spend on training. They want guys that have got experience only from the cost point of view. But it's a challenging career. Yeah, we get a lot of guys who come in there and they come in and say, well, I'm fresh out of school, I want to start at Lexus. Yeah. And it's not as easy as that to just start at a premium dealer. I always give them advice and I say start at a volume dealer. Yeah. As an example, like Toyota, where you learn how to deal with a certain customer, you manage the expectations, you're able to run around prepping your car, fueling your car, putting carpets in your car, getting pre-delivery inspections done, and you're moving, as an example, between 10 and 20 vehicles a month. Yeah. But when you get to Lexus, you're moving far less, but you've got a customer focus and you've got relationships, so the focus is more on the customer there. But it can be a very lucrative career for those who are willing to work very hard.
When you get these aspiring young people who want to go into motor sales saying to you that we've been trying to get in, it's hard, we're feeling like giving up, how do you motivate those young ones making sure that this is the route that they should take if they want to get maybe where you are as a person?
Well, I always thank them for coming through to our dealership and considering knocking on our door. Yeah, I think with the enthusiasm, I like to keep a CV, and if I'm able to send it through to an agency that I know, because I know a couple of guys at agencies, then I forward those CVs on. But I also tell them not to be despondent or to lose that faith. Just keep knocking on the doors, and the right door is going to open at the right time with the right opportunity.
Let's talk about the career of sales. I mean, is this a career that you can study for in school? Is there any subject that you can say, look, once I'm done with high school, this is a subject that I can study and it will help me get further in the career of car sales?
There's no specific curriculum or degree for car sales, Jack. However, what I do advise is become in business management, because ultimately, if you're doing car sales, you're running a business within a business. You've got your own cell phone, you've got your own computer, your own resources that are going to help you sell vehicles. You need to manage your time, you need to manage your resources, things like management accounting, because you need to know what the interest on vehicles, how long they are in stock. You need to do stock takes. So these are all things that you would do as a business owner yourself. So I would say becoming business management would definitely help you do better in this industry.
Okay, and what other trends can a person read up on in the industry to give themselves some insights into what's happening in your field?
Well, speed and sound is definitely not one of them. I like the magazine, shout out. But reading magazines like Car Magazine, it's definitely going to tell you which vehicles are trending on the market. Tends to look for like technology, hybrid technology, what's to come in the future, past trends. Also checking out the NAMSA website. It tells the visitor on the website how many vehicles have been sold by manufacturer, by model. So it's quite intricate. And when you know that information, it'll give you a guide as to perhaps who to eye when you're looking for employment in this industry.
Okay. At what point did you start realizing your love for cars, and when did you start realizing that you can actually pursue this as a career?
Tsepo, I've always been a salesperson at heart. In high school, Jack will remember Ploker and Company. I like selling things. I just really like selling things. So it's a personality. It's sort of natural. But when I got the opportunity, I had an opportunity to go work for Discovery. And when that dealer principal called me, I thought, I can my bikkie man verdien. I'm going to earn a little money. But I thought, yes, I like the vehicles. You've seen Lexus in all the rap videos. They look amazing. And I thought, opportunity to drive one and to sell it. Why not? And meet new people. So I think very early on when I was doing the promos, I think perhaps it was, hopeful that somebody would snatch me up.
Okay. Had you not gone to motor sales, what was your second option?
Oh, wow, that's a difficult one. I always said I wanted to be a celebrity, right? How, I don't know. I do the odd emceeing of weddings and such. I enjoy that. I like public speaking. But I became a celebrity when I had 2 kids, so that that happened. I think probably some form of public speaking I'd have loved to do.
Okay, tell us something. When you look at someone walking into a walk-in customer walking into your offices, I mean, can you tell if they're coming to buy or if they're coming to compare?
Oh, Jack, I'll tell you, first cardinal rule of motor sales is don't judge a book by its cover. I learned that very early on, fortunately not with my own experience. Okay. But it's so easy to, the way you're dressed up now, you're easygoing and you're not putting on a show. So you come into the dealership, you're going to ask the right questions. I got to qualify you. But you get guys who come in and they start asking immediately the wrong questions. But I always I treat everyone that comes in through our doors as a potential sale. So I give them genuinely the right attention. I will show them the product. I'll enlighten them. They might not want to buy today. They might buy in a year. But I will treat them right. But I don't judge a book by its cover. That is, it's a big no-no.
Okay, so for a person who's coming to buy in example, their first car, what questions should they be asking themselves, or what questions are you going to be asking them in order to figure out what car to go for?
All right. So first time buyer or any buyer for that matter.
We're talking about people that's coming out of university, freshmen.
Okay. I would ask them to be very honest with themselves. So ask yourself, what is your budget? We've all got expectation that our first vehicle is supposed to be an awesome vehicle, and it's the same with our first paycheck. But be honest about your budget. Be honest about your lifestyle. What can you afford in terms of insurance? Can you maintain this vehicle in terms of fuel consumption? Tires. People look past tires. I mean, a tire will cost you a 15-inch tire, 1,200, 1,500 rand. If you blow 2 tires, it's a lot of money. So I say be honest, be realistic, and I guide them. I ask a lot of leading questions, and I guide them in the process to help them make the right decision, the practical decision.
So the first question is never about getting them to buy a car. It's always about trying to figure out if the cars that you've got are able to fit in with their lifestyles.
Yeah, with their lifestyle and with their budget. But I mean, I don't go on budget first. I think that's a no-no. Ask the customer what it is they want, because they've got something in their head, but you got to say, listen, this is what you can what is practical, what I think based on what you've told me is the right vehicle for you. And we point them in the right direction. I also tell them it's not your first car, it's not going to be your last car either. So if you've got a big Lexus LX for 1.2 million rand in your head, let's get you the right vehicle now. You'll work your way to that one.
Tell us the truth, buddy. Where is the money in selling cars? Is it in selling parts? Is it in selling tires? How do salespeople make the most of their money?
Jack, you're asking me to give you some inside info. I don't want to be a traitor to the trade. So I think used cars is definitely booming at the moment. It's a used car market. New cars under a lot of pressure, but the dealers they've got a new car sales department, a used car sales department, finance and insurance department, parts department, and a service department. So all these work independently, but they work together. They make a whole. So in used vehicles, if you've got a gem of a vehicle, make an example. If you've got a 2014 Lexus IS 350 with 29,000 kilometers on the clock, this thing's in pristine condition, you could exploit the market for it. I don't really want to take advantage, but it's supply and demand. There's somebody out there that says, wow, here's a vehicle that's 5 years old and it's got under 30,000 kilometers. So they're willing to pay a premium for that vehicle within reason. And there's an enthusiast for that sort of vehicle. So the guys tend to make some money on the used vehicles.
All right, so it's exactly 23 minutes before after 2 o'clock, you're listening to Lunch on Caps with me, Tepo Rabuti. I'm not alone. I'm joined in studio by Claude, who's the guy into car sales, so we're speaking everything motoring. So we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll speak more about motor salesman. It's such a fascinating question, because you know that this thing is what people do on a daily basis, buying cars and everything. So that we have too many questions, because I just wish we had like 2 hours to speak about and unpack this sort of industry that we're speaking about today.